So my HP Pavilion isn't starting up. Its light will blink. It turns on, but it won't actually start. So what I'm going to do here is make hopefully a short video on how I found out how to get the BIOS installed on this PC. This is the second time I've had to do it. The first time I kind of fell asleep on how I did it exactly, because there was, I mean, like I said, it took too long to get it on the first time. This time, so from what I understand, the CMOS battery inside this model is in fact the battery itself. So when you unplug it like there, you can't clear the cache for the CMOS. Basically, you can't start it over. So I have to pull the back off. I take this battery out right here, and then we're going to try to put this guy in. But everything, I'm going to skip ahead here because after I made this video, once I figured out how to make this video, how to get this on, it was like 34 minutes was way too far in. So right here, you're just seeing me take this apart to get that battery out. I see set the battery there. I run the test basically by installing the USB drive there, and then pressing on the Windows key and the Windows key and the letter B for bicycle. So I have the battery out, I have it plugged in, and I have the BIOS that I downloaded from HP support. So I'm just going to tap the power for 1 second, and then, or basically all three of them for 1 second, let it go. And that's typically how you do it. But so the trick is you want to plug it in to, instead of all that. So getting here towards the end, I walked away and brought it back. You see it started there. Okay, so I figured it out right there that I needed to plug it into the internet. And so that's what I did here. So that's, you see me leave for a second, and when I come back, it starts up. So what I did was what you've seen initially there was my BIOS on here on this thumb drive, and the power button, the Windows button, and the B button for bicycle, or all three of those for 1 second. Some models it is just the B button by itself, or just the Windows button by itself. In this case, it's mine was that. And what I mean by itself is not both of those two. You always have to press the power button, of course, so keep that in mind. But all you have to do is do exactly what I did at the very beginning of this video, which is, take my battery out. I don't believe you even have to take the battery out, so I don't know that for a fact. But if plugging it into the internet via a hardwire and plugging in your BIOS, matter of fact, I don't believe you even need the USB. Seriously, with this model, all you theoretically should have to do is plug it into the internet and maybe unhook your battery, and then plug it into the internet, plug it into the wall, start it up, and it should go from there. After it goes, it should restart 3 times real quick. You'll think it's boot loop, but it's not. So by the time you get at the very end right there, see, it actually started. How long did it take to start at the first time? That's after I had started it near my router, because I don't have a wire long enough. Then I restarted it over here with the battery out, mind you. So I accidentally reset my CMOS battery, or its CMOS settings. It says it right here in a second when it starts up across the top of this. But either way, the BIOS, it reset the BIOS again from where I had it plugged up to the internet, what's on the other side of the room, to here. And for your example, looks, that's how long it took to start. So don't just be patient whenever you start it up. This is me basically starting it without the thumb drive because I don't have a battery in it. So there's no CMOS battery to keep the catch from the other side of the room to here. So right there, across the top of that PC, it just said, and it popped up right there. I don't know if I can zoom in on that or not, but right there it says CMOS battery has been, or CMOS has been reset or something like that. But fires right up. But it takes a while, so, and it restarts 3 times. Other than that, if you have any questions, I'll say it one more time, and actually I'll just write it down below. From what I understand, all you need is plug it into the internet and see about, that should just fix it, period. Like, you don't have to always do more software in it or updates per se. Just plug that thing into the internet, and most likely it'll start right up for you. I hope this helps you guys.